Hello everyone, welcome to NintenDormant, the podcast where we discuss Nintendo games that have been left on the shelf. If you're watching on YouTube today and you enjoy the show, please do like and subscribe, it will help us to grow. If you're listening on a podcast app, please rate, comment and follow. If you know anybody who just gosh darn loves Nintendo and podcasts and they haven't discovered the show yet, let them know, we'll be very grateful. I'm your host, George Banks, and I'm joined this week by my ever-faithful resident guests, John Cartwright and Josh Goldie. Josh, hello!
Hello.
And we've got special news today as well, because we are going to be doing our first, we do a live episode every month, and we're going to be doing our first ever live episode where we're all in the same room. How are we feeling about that?
Dang. You know what? I'm feeling good about it, but I've got more special news. My children got paint on my trousers prior to the recording, so right now, below the waist, I've got nothing on.
Wow.
And that can't be the case in the live recording.
This is the most erotic podcast on the air right now. What kind of paint? I mean, is that a question you ask about that?
What kind of
paint? That's the question you want to ask? Please, John, describe the feel of the paint.
I assume it's acrylic. This has gotten a bit hornier than I sort of anticipated. I'm really going red. I assume it's acrylic. What I mean is, like, are your trousers ruined or are they okay?
I don't think they're ruined. I put a bunch of water and soap on them to hope that the paint would leave me.
Right.
And they're now airing out. So we'll see. We'll see the results. I'd have to tell you next week.
Time will tell. Shall I hard pivot back to the live episode Patreon information, or should we carry on talking about your paint?
Unfortunately, John only owns one pair of pants.
That's all I have.
This is the tragedy.
That's all I've got.
As a YouTuber, it's absolutely fine. It's acceptable to have one pair of trousers because you just, as you know, you never leave the house, right, John? You just stay in your studio.
No one knows unless you draw attention to it. Like,
exactly.
I can't open videos saying, "Hi, John here. By the way, I'm not wearing trousers," because then people will start asking questions.
Interesting. Now, you had your wild reaction to the Virtual Boy video. Did we get a glimpse of trousers in that video? Because you were going a bit mad.
I wouldn't think so.
No?
I wouldn't think that would be a trouser video. No way.
Is anybody up to the challenge of watching every single video that John Cartwright's ever produced on YouTube and seeing how many videos do you think
tallying if he's wearing trousers or not?
Yeah, just watch 100.
It's worth investigating.
It is worth investigating. Yeah. No, I'm going to talk about
confirm
our special.
I am wearing trousers. So.
Oh, for God's sake! Are you both going to be wearing trousers when we're in the room together or not?
As long as one of us are wearing trousers, then we won't accidentally match. And I think that's more important.
True. Maybe what we'll do is at the start we'll draw lots to see who gets to wear the. Because actually we share a pair of trousers. There's the thing we've been lying to everybody. Each week we send each other the trousers. It's like I've got to go out this week, so we'll draw straws for who has it. No, it's gonna be on Saturday, the 21st of February, and the recording is open to free and paying patrons. So if you'd like to join our Patreon, it's a lovely community. Please check it out, and you'll be welcome to come and join the record with us there too.
Please support us. We need more than one pair of trousers.
We do. I've got my eye on a really nice pair of chinos. I don't even know what types of trousers people wear anymore. I just wear jeans.
It's because George doesn't wear trousers.
I don't wear trousers.
All George knows is types of paint.
Yeah, I know. All I know
just paints his legs instead of wearing
trousers. I paint
trousers.
my trousers on. Like I've got a lovely for fancy dudes. I've got a lovely oil paint pair that I like to just sort of smear on. I don't watercolor, but of course, then if it rains, I'm effed.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know any other types of paint, guys. I know acrylic, oil, and watercolor. Are there other types of paint?
Anti-climb paint.
Who's that for? For when I'm hiking through nature and squirrels try and climb my legs. Yes,
that's it. Yeah.
Very important. This has become a show about paint and trousers, and I don't really know how things like this happen. I was going to ask you guys a question today. I unearthed an Amazon voucher for £30, 30 whole pounds, and I thought, what physical games can I get from Amazon? So I wanted to see your top picks for £30 or less for a physical Switch 2 game. Who's going to go first?
Can't believe he's buying games and not trousers.
I know. My wife was begging me. She was begging me, saying, I found 2 for 1, 2 pairs. I said, no, I want games. I want games and just my pants.
Do you know what? A highly acclaimed video game is 40% off on Amazon.co.uk right now.
What game?
We are talking Once Upon a Katamari. You want to roll a ball around? Not just by yourself, but with other people intact? Well, you can do that in this game, which only costs £24.10.
Yeah, that's a good pick. And I've never played it. And presumably you might roll up some trousers in that game. Can you extract them?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay, Katamari, that's a solid pick. Josh, what's your pick?
So, for £21.36,
Undercutting.
you could get Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope for Nintendo Switch. All ages, general audience, families, kids and adults.
It's a great game.
Bring the kids around. Come on,
Bring 'em
kids.
around for
Get the
and I will
Rabbids
give
out.
you...
It's Sparks of Hope. Is really, I don't think it did very well, did it? I think it
I
did
don't think so.
less than the
I don't
first one,
think
which
so.
is mad because it's a great game. I don't know if I played the DLC. Did you ever tackle the DLC?
I didn't play the DLC.
I played the
no.
Rayman DLC, which was
Right.
really nice. I
need to
didn't
do
try the other bits, but the Rayman DLC was. It's just nice having him back,
Yeah.
and lots of cool references to like Rayman 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Alternatively, for the same price, you can get Sega Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 for Nintendo Switch region-free Japanese version.
Invite everyone. invite all the regions and nations around. Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, they
For a
had
bit of
two-
Olympics.
They had two Olympic games at the same time.
And then they
Yes.
stopped.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
In fact, it wasn't even them who stopped it, it was the Olympic Games themselves who
Don't
stopped.
say anything more, just in case. Oh God, we're getting into territory which we might get into later.
Last
So yes, the Olympic
Okay.
Games, a games committee that let us down, but we're going to form another little game committee and play another little game right now. Yes, it's time for the NintenDormant Quickfire quiz. 2 rounds, fastest finger first, followed by playoff parts for double points, and as always, John and Josh, or as they are known this week, Josh and Mario at the Winter Olympics. That's cocky, Josh. That's cocky.
Yeah.
Or Sonic and John at the Smooching Games.
I don't know if we actually had did you check my name before making your
Explain
name,
that.
or was this just a coincidence?
No, this is just a coincidence. I have Mario.
You went with Mario.
I have
with
a Mario
Sonic as a
shirt on.
coincidence.
Genuinely incredible. Are you kissing Sonic, John? Is this your deepest
Oh, yeah.
desire?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I might. We had a bit of a chat in our Discord group earlier about.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to phrase this, and I don't know if I should bring this up. I mean,
I think you should. You can't tease it and then.
Yeah,
not
I'm going to say you
mention
can't tease that.
I'll post it. I'll
Yeah.
post it on BlueSky underneath this. But basically, I said something about Sonic's foot being in front of Mario, and then John just outright asked me, "Is this a sexual thing?" And no, and I didn't know what. And apparently,
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
do you?
Yeah. I know what you mean now, but like when I first saw
I'm
that
gonna
post,
say,
I was
when
like,
I saw that post, I
what's
didn't
this
get
guy
what you were talking
sexting
about.
about?
Oh.
Right, okay. I thought you'd both be really on the same page with me. I don't know what John get up to with Sonic in his bedroom. Obviously, there's a lot of smooching and something to do with Sonic's feet. Would you like to extrapolate on that, John, or do you just want to leave it for the audience's imagination?
Well, I just think it's something that we can all relate to, really, isn't it? Like that guy is always running. He's always running, and when he stops, you've got to just take it all in, right?
I'm holding back on saying something.
All I know is that when Sonic's in the bedroom with me, he just says, "Got to go fast," and then it's over before I even know it. So
Yeah, relatable, right?
yeah. I'm glad you said it. Question 1, please, chaps. Fingers on buzzers. Here we go. All right, question one. Oh wait, buzzers. John, what's your buzzer?
Oh, okay, all right. Can I have the noise in Friday Night Dinner, the TV show?
Yep.
There's a character who's got a dog called Wilson. Can I have a clip of him going, Wilson?
Yes. Oh, who's the actor? Isn't he Brian from
I know. I
Spaced?
can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Oh, God, he's a great actor.
He is a great actor.
Oh, it will come to me. All right, Josh. Yes, you can have Wilson. Josh, what clip would you like?
Can I have Sonic saying, "That's no good" from the Sonic
From the
Saturday
TV show.
morning Sonic TV show? Yeah.
Ah, man, I love that show. I can't remember it very well. I just remember is this Sally Squirrel? I think that's one.
But that's not the one I mean. I mean the other one.
Oh, the other one.
The
Okay.
There
better
were
one.
multiple of them, like
There
at the
were
same
two
time.
at the same time.
I will find it. I just remember the theme tune for that one, which was an absolute banger. Won't sing it because it'll get taken down. Right. Finally, fingers on buzzers. Question 1, guys. Here we go. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has several entries tying in with many Olympic Games. But what was the first Olympic city that introduced us to the series? Or it's Sonic and John at the Smooching Games.
It was Beijing, right?
It was Beijing.
Beijing.
Of course it was. The year, do you remember the year?
2008?
2008 Beijing Games. Or technically it came out in 2007. But yes,
Yeah, they usually.
I
get
think they
prior,
always
aren't they?
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, well done. 1 point to you. I mean, it was a good. I think it was a solid first entry on the Wii.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And that wow factor was still there. It was large and in charge.
It's mad as well. Like, I think even then it was very surprising to have the two of them in a game together as late as like 2008. Did they combine before? Well, Smash Brothers, I guess.
No, this.
No,
Yeah,
this was
Smash
before Smash
Bros.
Bros.
Was after. Yeah, Smash was after.
Oh my
This was
goodness.
the first time.
Yeah.
So-
Gobsmacking.
Yeah.
That happened. All right, 1 point to John. Fingers and buzzers, please. Question 2. So, as in real life, the series has seen winter game equivalents. But how many winter titles have there been so far, not including spin-offs? It's Sonic and John at the Smooching Games again.
I feel like it's just 2.
Oh, John, it's 2. He's scooping up the points.
Yeah.
Do you remember which cities?
Vancouver
Vancouver.
and the other one.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how to pronounce it, which is quite embarrassing.
I think it's
Sochi?
like
Sochi?
Sochi, yeah. Sochi,
Oh,
I
that's
think.
right.
Sochi, yeah. I've never played the winter game ones. Have you guys played them?
I played the Sochi one.
Right.
That's the first one, right? That's the 2010 Sochi games.
Ooh.
Think. I've only played the first winter ones as well. I didn't play
Yeah.
the Wii U winter
And
one.
then,
I've got it
And then-
here.
and
I've
then- yeah,
got
and then
Sonic
played
at
the
the
Wii U
Olympic
one.
Winter Games, but it's not telling me which city it was.
Wii U might have been Sochi.
Yeah, Vancouver was 2010. Vancouver 2010.
oh, it was Vancouver 2010. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So I guess it's because they didn't have Vancouver in the title, and I remember one having Sochi in the title. It's like
I think
Yeah.
I think London is the first time actually they put the city in the title.
Oh, you
Maybe
might
they
be
thought it
right.
just
Oh,
came
really?
once,
And
which was a bit weird.
this is no bias here. London is the best one by a lot.
It's very good. Yeah, I've only dipped into the other ones. I sort of got a bit fatigued with it. We'll touch on that later. But I enjoyed the London one. I think, maybe because it was here, Olympic fever was quite high.
maybe.
So maybe that
Maybe.
happened as well. But the London one's pretty damn good. Right, question 3. Fingers and buzzers. Here we go. Where have I put the buzzer? There it is. Okay.
He's lost the buzzer.
Lost the buzzer. It's all gone wrong. I've got paint on my
under the
trousers
table.
and I've got to take them off. Question 3. What is the name of the imagined or remixed events the series is known for? Sonic and John at the Smooching Games.
Dream events.
Dream events, John. And you're having a dreamy start to this.
Dream
quiz.
them up.
Dream
Dream
'em
them up.
don't
John,
let Nintendo know about this. Mario's always going to be in front.
Well, exactly. Ease off, John, for God's sake. You're going to get Nintendo mad at you. Do you want to hear the alternative names that I came up with?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go on,
So
yeah.
I had dream events, then I had fantasy events, and then I couldn't think of another synonym, so I said imaginarium events because that's all I could think
It's
of.
pretty good though.
Is there
pretty good.
Is there another synonym for dream and fantasy that I just can't think of? It's harder than it looks.
Otherworldly.
Yeah, you could have just done imagination.
The otherworldly event.
Yeah, I think I think imaginarium's just as strong. To be fair, otherworldly events is actually pretty good. I couldn't think of another synonym. It's quite embarrassing to only be able to think of like 2 words to say dream or fantasy.
There should be a
Yeah.
lot more than
There
this.
should be
You
more.
think there'd be more? Yeah.
If you know one off the top of your head, please comment immediately and put us to shame, because we should rightly be put to shame for that. 3 points to none, Josh. Come on, we've got to get Mario off the march here. It's going to be lagging behind. And what was your name
Just a
again?
slow start,
Josh
that's it.
and Mario at the Winter Olympics. You've brought this pressure on yourself.
I did. I cursed myself
You
right at
have.
the start.
Fingers on buzzers. Let's go. Question 4. Here we go. So, 2 of the entries in the series had arcade spin-offs. Which were they? It's Sonic and John at the Smooching Games.
So we had 2020, the latest one, and we also had. Was it just the original one? 2008.
Incorrect, John. Josh, do you know?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So there's the latest one.
Yeah.
And
I took a gamble. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
Was there one in 2016? Like
Yeah.
one.
That was Rio.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one. The Rio Olympics.
Mario's off the mark. Hooray!
Hooray!
Yes, 2016 and 2020. I don't know why. I thought
think
that
that
might throw
deserves
you
3
guys. I don't
points.
know why, because obviously logically you'd think, well, maybe if they had arcade spin-offs, it might be the last 2. But yeah, you'd maybe think it might tie in with the first one as well. Anyway, yes. Rio and Tokyo. Have you guys, I'm assuming you've never played them then?
Nah.
No, I think I might have seen one in an arcade, but I never played it.
Yeah,
They don't have Mario in them, do they?
No, the arcade ones do. So I think there's some
they do,
Sonic-only
okay.
spin-offs for
Yeah,
iOS
there are
and
some
stuff.
Sonic only
There are
ones,
just some Sonic at the Olympic Games ones, aren't there, without Mario?
Hilarious. And then, yes, but the arcade ones, as far as I could tell, obviously I've not seen them either, I think
Have
it is
both.
Mario and Sonic. So 1 point to Josh there. Well done, Josh. Last question of Fastest Finger First. Here we go. Question 5. Which entry in the series famously exposed Wario's lack of nipples? Oh, Sonic and John. Of course John knows this one at the smooching game.
Oh,
John.
I know all about nipples. This was the last one.
It was
2020.
Tokyo. Nippleless Tokyo.
Yeah.
Which out of context, that's not a good sentence. Yes, we've talked about this on the show before. How we think Wario's lack of nipples is what makes him evil, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the source of all of our power, right?
Established canon, and like
It's all stored in the areolas.
good.
Exactly, it's basically like conscience,
Some moral compass.
and morality. As I was going to say, conscience and morality. Everybody knows this. Left nipple, right nipple. Right, 4 points to 1, Josh. So you got a lot.
This has
of work
never
to do.
happened
This
before.
I genuinely don't think this has ever happened. So, John, you
Tragic.
might have an easy route through playing or pass, but you could still all crumble, could still all fall down. So you got to have your wits about you. Are
Don't
you
get
ready?
any of them right and pass them over to me. Or get them all wrong and pass them over to me.
If he gets them wrong, I think you immediately get 2 points anyway, right? So either
Yes,
way,
get 'em wrong.
fingers crossed.
All right, here we go.
As is tradition, I've made the questions 1 and 3 very hard. So John, it's all on you. Question 1. So every entry in the series, bar 1, allowed the use of playable Miis. But in which entry did the Miis miss out? Was it Beijing 2008, Rio 2016 on the 3DS, or Tokyo 2020?
I feel like it was Tokyo 2020.
John, he's nailed it. Sorry, Josh, he's nailed it right off the bat.
The Switch is a bit funny with me.
Yeah, I was thinking that
They're
as
prevalent
well.
in like the best-selling Switch game being Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
Yeah.
and then they're just rarely ever there unless it's a Mii game.
It's very weird. I
Yeah.
thought you might stumble with that one because it does. It feels like the sort of game where you'd want Mii's, right? You want to have yourself competing with the Mario and Sonic gang at the Olympic Games. But yeah, sadly, no Mii's in 2020.
They weren't
Sham.
invited to Tokyo.
What invited to
No.
Tokyo? Well, nobody was because it was locked down, so nobody could go.
That's why we can't put ourselves in there because it's not
Okay.
realistic.
There we go. We've nailed it. That's, if anything, genius design by Sega and Nintendo there. Okay, 6 points to 1. We can still technically claw this back, Josh. You've got this.
All right,
Question 2.
I
Are you
believe.
ready?
I believe.
All right. So Mario and Sonic both have teams, essentially characters from their games available in each entry. But which Mario team member is playable only in the Wii U Rio entry and no other game? So only Rio, Wii U. I think I might have mixed up which ones are hard and which ones are easy.
Okay.
No, right. So only available
what are my
in
multiple
Wii U
choices?
Rio. Is it A, Toad, B, Birdo, or C, Roy?
Ooh.
You can pass, obviously, but you'd only get the
No.
1 point.
Is it Roy?
Oh, it's not Roy. John gets the
not
2 points.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember Toad being playable in Mario and Sonic. It might be Toad.
It is Toad. So Toad
He's
is
not-
on the
okay.
Wii U Rio entry, and that is the only one. He's not in any other game. So
How
Like-
weird.
Try picturing Toad doing like a long jump. You can't do it.
he could do it.
Memory has no storage of him, whereas I didn't play Rio on Wii U, so maybe he's great at it. I don't know.
If there was a game
Yeah.
that was all about pulling things out of the ground very fast, he's got it absolutely nailed. Also, I think
for
he'd be an
sure.
absolute champ at like hammer and discus because he's got a low center of gravity and a big round head. So he'd spin around really well, get a nice sort of windless spin round and woof, let it go.
So did they uninvite Toad for the Switch
Yes.
game?
Yes. So basically, we've got here. So on the 3DS on Rio, there's Dry Bones, Birdo, and Roy, and that's the only one they're in. So Dry Bones, Birdo, and Roy exclusive to 3DS and not on the Wii U. Toad, weirdly, not on the 3DS but on the Wii U. Ludwig made the cut for both, and then they snubbed Toad for Toadette in Tokyo.
What?
Toadette in Tokyo. No code.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I hope I've got.
You
this
know
right.
what? I think toads are like in the crowds and in some of the mini games in Tokyo. So maybe they thought there can't be.
I mean, I feel like they're in that in like all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Mario Tennis.
Toads
Like,
on-
there's just nobody in the stands because Toad is playing. So it's like, well, we can't have Toads in there. And that doesn't make any sense. Logically, that doesn't make sense. John, you are running away with this. As Sonic, this is fitting.
Yeah.
8 points to 1.
We'll
So
see.
can we get to double figures with question?
It's the
3?
smooching that's done it. It's the smooching.
It's the good
It's giving
Sonic
you
loving.
power.
Question 3. Are you ready? Another team question here. So out of Sonic's team, which 2 members of the original Team Chaotix never made an appearance? So 2 members of the original team. Is it A, Espio and Mighty, B, Mighty and Charmy, or C, Ray and Mighty?
Okay, so Mighty's not in any of these. Ray's never been playable. That's a 100%. I can't picture if it's Espio or Charmy. I have a feeling it's Charmy because I think, as in Charmy the playable one, because I think Espio would have been quite rounded out with other like fast Sonic characters, whereas Charmy is like a flying one that's in the same category as like Rouge and Tails. So let's say Charmy.
It's Mighty and Charmy. He's done it. He's got up to
Yeah.
double figures. Very impressive.
Oh.
Did I mess up that question by saying Mighty 3 times?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you said
I did.
Mighty 3 times. Yeah.
So it was basically just which of the other ones. To be fair,
I was confused because I was like, neither Mighty or Ray are in this. So
no.
what?
So I but because Ray isn't part of the original Team Chaotix, so I didn't
Yeah,
mess that
yeah.
up.
Okay.
So it was like a
okay.
trick question because I thought it's a bit obvious actually. There was not a lot of options for people that haven't been in there. So I thought I might catch somebody out by saying he's not in the original Team Chaotix. So yes, Ray's not been in there, Mighty's not been in there. Charmy B, I love Charmy B. Do you guys have strong feelings about Charmy B?
I'm
hate
fond of that little bee.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Hate him. Terrible.
Oh, Josh, you don't mean it. Do you actually
Swat
hate
him.
Charmy B?
Swat him. Boom. No, I don't care. I don't have strong opinions on Charlie B.
I love Charlie
But
B. He's so
he's-
cute
he's-
with his little like goggles and his cool trainers. I used to draw him. He's like I think. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think there's always a Sonic character that you like drawing more than anybody else, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like as a kid, you're like, okay, this is the one I love drawing, and Charmy B was the one I love to draw. So he's my boy. Who did you guys draw? Obviously Sonic. John drew himself kissing Sonic in dark alleys and things like that.
I was quite boring, and I just drew Sonic over and over. It was the Sonic Gems collection box art I used to draw a lot.
I can't even picture that. What's that for?
It's the one with Metal Sonic on it as well.
yeah. Josh knows.
What console's that for?
It was on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube.
Ah, right, yeah, it wasn't really a PS2 boy. All right, fair enough. What about you, Josh? Did you have a Sonic character that was your muse to draw?
I really liked Emerl from Sonic Battle.
Oh,
the
yeah,
robots.
cool shout.
Great, and Emma and Gemma.
I really liked Emerl from Battle and then Jamel's from Sonic Advance 3.
So
I never
good.
really, I don't think I've even played Advance 3, but Battle, I loved that game growing up.
Yeah,
I'd love for us
that was cool.
to cover the Sonic Advance games on the show, but they are essentially just 2D Sonic games. So I don't know
Yeah,
how
they're
we kind of
2D.
maybe the adventure games one day, maybe because they're like.
Yeah, I think you can do adventure.
Yeah.
It's a real shame Advance hasn't been given just a big collection with
know.
Battle in as well.
It should be thrown on NSO at the very least.
They will.
like-
I think. Well, the 35th anniversary is coming up in like June or July, right? For Sonic, they're going to appear on NSO like
And
100%.
Advance 3, you can play like full co-op if you just link 2 Game Boy Advances together.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
And
it's-
who did that? No one did that.
it's a
So that'd be
really
so
good
cool
game.
to do on NSO.
They should do a collection of the Sonic Advance games and then pull the camera out in Sonic Advance 2 so it's actually playable.
Yes. Now, Josh, this is the final question of Player Pass. So you
Oh,
can
boy.
You could still get this.
Off the
Is it
blocks
worth
of 1
6
point.
points?
Can you pull it back and get more than 1 point? Let's do this. So the last game entry in Tokyo. I definitely mixed up the easy and hard questions. I'm so sorry, Josh. The last game entry in Tokyo has a nod back to a previous Tokyo Olympics. But in what year was this Olympics? So is it Tokyo 1964, Tokyo 1968, or Tokyo 1972? How good's your Olympics history?
Classic. Oh,
There was a story mode in this game. That's what this is about.
I see.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Josh.
Is it 1968?
Is it, John?
I don't know what year it was.
Oh no!
Who does?
1964. John gets the 2 points.
I knew it was one. I knew it was one of the 60s.
Yeah, and they use sprites instead of 3D models, which is very cool.
Yeah, it was weird though. They
How
used like
old is
NES
Sonic and
sprites for
Mario?
Mario and Mega Drive sprites for Sonic.
Yeah, didn't
Yeah.
quite gel, but and it's weird for me because I played Mario All Stars was kind of like my 2D Mario game. So for me,
Yeah.
Mario SNES sprite is his kind of sprite. So it just seems sort of baffling not to use that. Really, it was a bit odd. But yes, that after that at the end of the quiz, it is 1 point to Josh and 12 points to John.
I didn't know I knew so much about Mario and Sonic
know.
at the
Yeah.
Olympics.
Genuinely
Jeez.
hilarious. It's all the smooching. It's all
Olympic
the smooching,
master.
John. Sonic
It's all the
gave you
smooching,
gave
it's
you his
all the
knowledge
smooching.
through his big soft lips. So yes, that means John, you will be going first as we move into the main event. So yes, the series we were talking about this week is the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics series. A quick history lesson for those who don't know. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games is a collaboration of two formerly fierce rivals competing with characters from their series across Olympic events and Dream events. Developed jointly between Sega, Rakuten and Nintendo, the series has had 4 summer installments from Beijing 2008, Tokyo 2020, 2 winter entries sandwiched between, and a few arcade and Sonic-only spin-offs. Essentially mini-games that rely on different skills, quick reflexes, button mashing, strategy, etc. The game sold very well and are very much family fun, but the series sadly had to come to an end when the Olympic Committee did not extend the deal, preferring to focus, reportedly, on NFTs. Boo. So yes, it wasn't Paris, it wasn't France's fault, it was the Olympic Committee. Yes, so the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series. I mean, we've said already, it was quite a sort of shock, actually, to have a Mario and Sonic game together. It genuinely was, the 90s, they were sort of the fiercest rivals, up to the late 90s. Sega still releasing consoles in the sort of early thousands. And yeah, there had been the Game Boy Advance games and things like that, but for them to actually combine in a game was kind of unheard of. Do you guys remember your feelings when the game was announced, if that was a shock to you?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I remember the rivalry very well. I grew up with on the Sega side, at the end of Sega, and then gravitated to Nintendo. So to see both of those realms kind of combined was nuts.
Yeah.
But it was such a fierce rivalry, not only in the 90s but in the early internet era. So to finally just see a trailer where they're running around together, and at the end they hold hands, they grasp hands.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It didn't feel real.
How about you, Josh?
Yeah, I like both Sonic and Mario. I grew up more with Nintendo stuff, but I played Sonic at my grandparents whenever I went to visit, and then I got super into Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, because the Dreamcast was awesome.
Great game.
Yeah,
And
true.
I was a big fan of this, but I knew about the rivalry more so through, people online and that sort of history of the rivalry. So I was aware that it was a big deal when the two of them came together. Obviously, it was a big surprise, I think, for everyone that it was Olympics that they came together.
Yeah,
Sure.
In some form. But I accepted it pretty much immediately. I was like, all right, fair enough. Let's have it. This is on the Wii after all, so let's do some funky mini game sports collection.
I suppose,
Sonic.
conceptually, it's quite clever, right? Because the whole thing about the Olympics is bringing nations together, bringing everybody together to sort of compete on an even playing field. So, in terms of that respect, I've never really thought about that actually. But yeah, hey, let's bring these worlds together and let's put them in a fair competition together. It makes a lot of
Fair
sense.
competition where Mario always has to be in front.
Always has to be front. I was going to say, so we've had the news bomb recently of Nintendo not being happy with Sonic's foot being marginally in front of Mario's on a I think probably like a prototype cover,
It was
or something?
Yeah, it was like the box art, or
Yeah.
I think the initial box art, because the original is obviously the two of them jumping over a hurdle and they're
Yes.
even. Whereas
Yeah.
I guess the original probably had them running instead, and
Very
Sonic's
funny.
foot was ever so slightly in front of Mario's, and they were like, no, we ain't doing that.
But it's true, isn't it? Because that's then that's sort of proof of, even though they had set aside their differences, who knows how many differences they had at that point, but set aside those differences to collaborate on a game together. It's still, but Mario's our guy, and he's in front.
Well, Mario was the guest here because it was Sega who had the Olympic license.
Yes.
And so it was Sega who published the game. Although I think Nintendo published it in Japan, strangely enough.
Oh, interesting.
But Sega published it everywhere else. And I'm pretty sure it was Sega who went to Nintendo and was like, let's do Mario in... can we get Mario in with Sonic in the Olympics? And they were like, yeah, sure.
Can we sell a few extra millions by putting Mario and his chums in, please?
It was all just really good timing, though, because it's the Wii, so doing sports games, and especially compilation of sports games, was a big hit. But also, the Wii didn't really have Mario sports games much in general. There was no golf, there was no tennis.
Yeah.
It was really just like
Football,
the Mario Sports Mix at the end of life.
Yeah, I think probably because it's all covered in Wii Sports, right? Everybody that had a Wii had, and legitimately, I say this without any kind of irony, a very good sports collection. You know, all of those games are still very fun to play, still hold up extremely well. You know, if I've got my Wii back there somewhere, if I dug it out and gave somebody Wii Tennis, it would still feel really good to play, actually. It's a quality game. So I kind of get them dodging the sort of, not sports bullet, but the need to make any Mario sports games at the time. In terms of that, though, then, so, you know, obviously when you have a Mario sports game, they're quite in-depth. They've got a lot of exciting mechanics. We've got Mario, what's the name of it? The tennis one that's about to come out?
Tennis Fever.
Mario Tennis Fever.
Tennis Fever. Mario Tennis Fever about to come out, which, you know, looks like it's packed with great ideas and great mechanics and really interesting things. Do you feel like by making it an Olympics one and having a lot of events that it kind of dilutes that? Or did you think it was quite exciting to have a sort of collection of events and sports that wouldn't necessarily get their own Mario treatment?
Well, Olympic sports are a lot quicker than any of the main sports, right? Like, long jump is not something that requires 5 minutes of playing. So it makes more sense that they all are just a bunch of mini games that take advantage of the Wii remote. And I think you really see it in the first game, because they eventually, in later games, I'm pretty sure they add stuff like football and rugby and baseball and stuff. But the original, like, I think the most you get of that is, I think there's table tennis.
It's very track and field heavy. Yeah, go on, John. What do you think about that? I'll look up the events, but what did you think about like the idea of diluting it?
A lot of them are very similar too. Like, you had sprint, you had hurdles, which is just sprinting with jumping, and then like long jump, which is sprinting and then doing like a little jump. So you have a lot of crossover, which is good though, because it's a family-friendly game.
Yes.
It's something you pull out at parties, and it makes sense that everything's quite similar. But when you play on your own as like a single-player game, you kind of see it all quite quickly.
Yes.
But I think later games in the series, as dream events got more and more elaborate, that started to become the big pull, especially on the single-player side. Because like you had like Windy Valley from Sonic Adventure was just ripped and put into London. There was like Mario Galaxy stages.
Good Galaxy, I think it was.
Yeah. There's like ice skating with, I don't know, like 20 different tracks from Mario and Sonic with like brand new compositions. There's some really cool fan service packed into some of these dream events.
Yeah, I think so. I'm like scrolling through the original things here. You've got like aquatics, so like swimming, 100, and then like a relay, 100, archery, 100 meters, 400 meters, relay, 110 hurdles, 400 hurdles, long jump, triple jump, high jump. It's very, very track and field. There's like epi, so like fencing, obviously, trampoline, vault. Rowing, single sculls, hilarious. Skeet and single, and yes, Josh, you're right. Table tennis as well. So, yeah, very much like quick hit, quick blitz, and yes, I think it very much in mind like family orientated or like a group of friends blasting through games as opposed to settling in for a longer event like something like Tennis Fever or even what's the football game? What's wrong with my brain today?
Strikers
Charge. Actually, you've got to put in the effort to play a game of Strikers Charge. It's quite a long time and it's in depth. But yes, I do think that the dream events were a sort of welcome relief. Are there any dream events, Josh, that kind of stick out in your memory that you were favourite?
Well, so the problem I have is that I played the first Mario and Sonic at the Beijing Olympics on Wii, and I quite enjoyed it. And then we got the first Winter Olympics, and I remember enjoying that as well. Not as much, but I still enjoyed it. And that one had, I think, like a bit of a story mode to it. I think that might have been the first one that introduced the story mode. But then I just sort of stopped caring.
Yeah.
So we do have the London Olympics. It might be back there somewhere. It had a yellow box, didn't it?
Yeah, London is
in
really
fact,
good.
I do see it. It's like right on the edge behind Retro Mario.
Dig it out.
There. But I don't think I've ever played it. I think it's one of those things where
We've got to dig out London.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I think it's because I think it's one of the things where like my mum bought it for my little sister, kind of deal. And in 2012, I mean, I was waiting for the Wii. Well, this would have come out in like 2011, wouldn't it? So I would have been all in on the 3DS at that point. And
Right.
probably playing anything else on like I think I had a PS3 at that point as well.
Right.
So.
So your mum got this for your sister, and then all these years on, you went, "That's
nicked
mine
it
now."
and never played it.
I was like, it's got
on the
Mario
shelf.
on it. I'll take that.
Yeah, I know what Josh is getting at though. These games, they're not particularly outstanding, but it was a comfort to have them every 2 years though. It was just nice that the world is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen, but every 2 years there was going to be a Mario and Sonic game. And even though they didn't excel, it was nice to have them.
No, see, I think that's true and not true at the same time. Like it's the fatigue, isn't it, of having every 2 years basically the same game with tweaks and a few new things.
Yeah.
I think it was smart for them to drop winter. So, we had 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, then 16. And then actually the wait for the Tokyo one was like, oh, this series is around again. It felt like a nicer surprise.
Yeah.
And then,
but now we miss it. Now we're like, where's it gone?
Exactly. And then the license went and you're like, oh no, those games aren't coming back. So I think the 4-year gap served the series better. I think, I was more interested when Tokyo came around because it hadn't been around for a long time. And I am sad. Are you guys sad that it's not a thing anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tokyo was really cool. Like, it took a lot of steps back when it came to the Dream events, but you could see there was an ambition forming for the next game because they made a full-on story mode, which was cool. It had like dialogue, it had like 2D sprites. There were 2D events and also regular 3D events. But also every single event had online play. Yeah. You could play any event online. And like clearly, if they had made cool Dream events, that would have been a really cool thing. But they hadn't. So it's like, okay, next time they'll nail it. And there was no next time.
Like, who was it who made the Dream events as well? It was Alpha Dream, right? They're the ones who did it.
Alpha
I think it was the last game they
portion.
did. Was the Dream
right.
events in this. I think that's also part of the reason why I sort of fell out with it. In that, like, from a very simple point of view, as a consumer and as a fan of Mario and Sonic, you had like the initial game, and then the winter game added like Donkey Kong and Bowser Jr., Silver, Metal Sonic, and then London didn't add anyone. And then Sochi didn't add anyone.
Yeah.
And then Rio just added a bunch of characters, but I think a lot of them are like, so, like you said, some of them are on 3DS only, some of them are on Wii U only, some of them are like guest characters.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, they didn't add Toad or Rouge until that game. And then the Tokyo game removed some and added some others, and the ones that they added on the Sonic side are like Zavok.
Yeah.
Or random Koopalings. And like this is the
is
problem I think Sonic has in general, where it has like all these cool characters and then it can't seem to nail a roster at all in any of its game. Crossworlds
it is kind of a game
like
where characters matter as well.
Yeah, because it's a crossover.
There were some events only some characters could do.
Yeah.
Like they divided who could do what. Which was strange. But in the adventure mode, though, it was interesting too, because there was both 2D parts of the adventure and 3D parts. So Tails could just roam around parts of Tokyo in like this big like 3D hub, which was cool. It was really nice. There's like Shibuya, so you can like pretend you're playing Persona.
Tails and Persona.
I can't believe they invented Shibuya.
Oh, no. Incredible. I'm looking at the Dream events for Tokyo. So there's like Dream Racing, which is kind of like grinding on rails, I think. Dream Shooting, where you shoot acorns. Hilarious. And then Dream Karate.
It was quite thin in Tokyo, the Dream event.
I was going to say, and the Dream events in Tokyo are also like, or I guess this is the retro one, right, where they're sprites. Because
so that's slightly
you
different.
could only...
So that's like the 1964 events.
Okay.
There's regular 3D events, then there's 2D events, and then there's a couple of Dream events.
Right, okay. So basically the 2D events take over the Dream events.
Yeah,
for the most part. Yeah.
I suppose basically.
But then the 2D events, because I remember being disappointed about this when I saw it. It's only like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser, and then Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, right? Like Mario, it's just the characters from the first Mario Brothers, and then Team Sonic and Eggman, and that's it. So they have all these characters, and I'm guessing it's just because whether Nintendo was just like, no, you do not make 8-bit versions of these characters who didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
Or Sega also being like, we don't want to put the manpower into making 16-bit versions of Sonic characters.
They would, wouldn't they? I'd be surprised if that was it.
Let me read you some dream events from London, though, okay? Hold on to your butts. Equestrian in Moo Moo Meadows?
Yo, you riding
Yeah. Hurdles in Battle Rock Galaxy?
Yeah.
Rafting in World 4 from New Super Mario Bros. Wii? What? Trampolining on Crazy Gadget from Sonic Adventure 2? Spacewalk on Sky Station Galaxy? Like, this stuff was bonkers.
Can I let go of my cheeks, John?
Yeah, let go of your cheeks.
Because I'm not wearing trousers, so that was a real handful. Yeah, I think it's not unfair to say that the series is perhaps uneven in terms. I don't mean that in terms of the gameplay. The gameplay is always solid because it is kind of like quick burst games, like you said, Josh. You know, things that are very simple to pick up and play. That you can nail consistently. But in terms of like what they offered, the characters available, it never felt like it sort of built. It always felt like, you know, you kind of give with one hand and then take with the other, and it never really never really necessarily fulfilled what I wanted. I did love the sprite-based stuff. 100 meters, 400, long jump, marathon, running along a road, hilarious. Vault, kayak, judo, volleyball, and shooting. You know, all very cool. But the lack of sprites was like, oh, that's, you know, this is great, but then there's a bit of disappointment. Oh, this is great, but there's a bit of disappointment. So an uneven series for me.
Did either of you play any of the 3DS ones? Because the 3DS ones were like, you know, they want motion controls. They all rely on the touchscreen, but they also all had like actual story modes with proper dialogue between the characters and stuff. Which is where you get really funny moments, like Donkey Kong apparently being good enough of a mechanic to be able to fix Omega. Awesome. And then becoming best friends.
I played one of the DS ones. I think I remember Amy, like, there's like a quest to get a rifle or something.
Yes. That is an upgrade from the hammer, to be fair. I mean, I suppose the last thing we haven't really touched on is the spin-off. So, you know, we've mentioned we haven't played the arcade stuff. I read this, so that Sonic and the Olympic Winter Games was delisted after 5 days with no reason given. Do you guys know this?
No.
I went down a rabbit hole of this.
Right.
There's a lot of like just Sonic only Olympic games.
Yeah.
I think the first one was on Java, and it was based on Beijing, and it was just Sonic at the Olympic Games. It was like Sonic Advanced sprites.
Yeah.
And it's lost media now because I don't think anyone's preserved it.
Damn.
But yeah, if you've got a Java phone out there, boot it up. Maybe you've got Sonic at the Olympic Games on there.
Let us know, please.
Let us know. But yeah, that one was like delisted really fast.
So
I don't know if that's
funny.
preserved either.
No, they're just like, here you go. Oh, actually, no. And there's just no reason.
So, wait, no, that's mine.
Wait, no.
What's in there? What
I'm going to
did they
say
do?
Sonic at the Winter Olympics. I can't even find a screenshot of it. I just see the App Store icon.
Yeah, that is it. That is literally
It's that much lost media.
Maybe nobody played it. Maybe they put it out and like no one downloaded it. So they just got embarrassed and they just went like, shh, just took it back off the store like it never existed. Yeah, very, very funny. And it also seems mad to do a Sonic-only spin-off. I don't really...
I mean, presumably they just couldn't get... Like I said, because Sega had the license for the Olympics, right? So I guess Nintendo just didn't want to play game on mobile. And so they were like, oh, we don't need Mario.
Yeah. And the logos, it's like they've just photoshopped Mario out of it. It's just Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's just as if they've taken the main logo and just cropped out Mario.
So funny. They probably did. Did. So yes, okay. So, you know, a great burst of sort of mini games, family fun, uneven in terms of what they offer, but you know, dream events were kind of the highlights, I think it's fair to say, for all of us. And we do miss the series, but luckily we're going to bring it back because John, you won the quiz, which means you are now the president of Nintendo, but we are the board and we demand that you bring back the Mario. We've acquired the license, like don't do anything unlawful. We've got the license back, and you're going to bring back the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series. So please tell us, how do you plan to do it?
Okay, settle down, everybody. The Olympic license is back in our hands here at Sega.
Hooray.
This is Sega pitching to Nintendo right now. And not only do we have the license for video games, but we've got the license in general for the Olympics. Everything about it is ours now.
Okay.
Mario and Sonic are going to be all over everything. And guys, I've Googled it. in 2028, it's going to be in Los Angeles.
It is.
In LA.
It is.
And so we're doing a Summer Olympics. We're skipping over 2026. It's too late. We can't make that. Yeah. No way. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Mario and Sonic everywhere. They're going to be all over the real-world Olympics. Whenever there's going to be a long jump or a dive, Mario in a big mascot costume is going to be in the background leering at all times.
Okay.
And when people see this, they're going to think, I wish I could play as him in an Olympic game. And they can, with Mario and Sonic at the 2028 LA Olympic Games. All right. We have learned our lesson from previous games. It's nice to play little Olympic sports. It's nice to do a long jump. It's nice to do a hurdle. But that's not what you're there for, really. We're going to be building all those usual games, but we're going to be reusing their elements for the actual cool part of it, which is the dream events. And we're going to have so many more than ever before. There's 50 this time. 50 dream events.
50 dream events.
Let me tell you what some of them are going to be, okay?
Please.
So, we are going to have rafting along... Delfino Plaza. You can raft around Delfino Plaza.
Okay.
You can trampoline around New Donk City up all those buildings.
Pretty cool.
You can do a long jump through Sonic Lost World. Whoa, you can go from one of the Deadly Six members' heads to the other. You can...
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. You can...
Yay. wasn't keen, if I'm being honest, but it's nice they're there. It's nice.
Oh, you know Mushroom Bridge
I do.
from Mario Kart?
Yeah.
I do.
What? Yeah, well, you're going to be able to do 100-meter sprint all along that bridge.
Wow.
And these are just some of the sports we have. But there's going to be so many things, my fellas. We are going to have the open world from Sonic Frontiers. You're going to be able to do a relay around it. You remember in Sonic Adventure 2 when you're going down City Escape? It's not LA, but we're going to have it there. We're going to have it there. Doesn't matter.
It's pretty much LA.
And
yeah. Well, maybe
it's America.
Maybe it's San
America.
Francisco. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's meant
Well,
to
we're
be.
going to have
We're
snowboarding down there, even though it's summer. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, we're going to have a big mismatch. It doesn't matter what era the game came out in. We're going to have 50. We're going to pluck 50 different things across Mario and Sonic, across Odyssey, across Galaxy, across Sunshine, across Adventure, across Heroes, across Frontiers.
Okay.
And then we're going to add online play to all of them. But in Tokyo, we had a problem, okay? We had online play for every sport, and you had to matchmake individually for every sport. That was a dumb idea,
Yes.
because no one is going to be active in every sport. So this time we're going to have playlists, all right?
No.
So you're going to be able to say, I want to play in the Mario playlist, the Sonic playlist, put them together. So there's only be 3 of them, right? And then people are going to be able to play at all times on their favorite ones. But here's the interesting part, okay? You get to decide if you're Team Sonic or Team Mario. And there's going to be a global system with points being gained, kind of like Splatoon. You're playing for your team. Are you going to be giving Mario his glory or Sonic? So you've got to declare with your Team Mario or Team Sonic. And I know what you're thinking. All right, little Olympic games. Oh, that's cute. We've got more than that going on. We've got a story mode again. Okay,
Hey.
in this story mode, Bowser has taken over the Olympic Committee, and he's just giving everyone fouls. He's saying that wasn't a long jump. That wasn't a dive. And everyone's like, but that was a dive! And it's up to Mario and Sonic to take him down by being really good at Olympic sports. So in this big 3D hub, you go all the way around. There's little missions. Toad says to you, oh, Mario, I've forgotten how to jump. He's British in this game.
Yeah. I got that.
And so you go around these little quest markers, making everybody happy, doing their stories. And we've got to figure out why it is Bowser's being such a little Dumbo. Eventually, Bowser Jr. says to you, "Oh, my daddy's been a little bit mean lately," and it turns out he's actually being controlled by Dr. Robotnik. What? What? There's a little machine on him, and so we meet Omega. Omega says, if only Donkey Kong were here, because I need fixing." Donkey Kong comes along, he's got his spanner in hand, fixes him up, and then you've got to do a long jump. So it's going to be really. It's going to have a lot of.
Hang on.
Nice.
There's something missing in the middle of those two things. Screw, wrench. Just going to jump over here. You're good to go. Sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But it's because he's got a missing piece. Oh, where's the screw I need? Oh, it's up there.
Logic.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Well
see?
done,
Yeah.
John. Well done.
So basically, we're going to add a lot of context to these games. It's not going to be like the first couple of games where you just had a menu being like, you can play these if you wanna. We're going to give you incentive to play all of these, whether it's for the story mode or it's for gaining points for your online team. And everybody is going to say yippee when they play this. That's a guarantee.
On the box.
Wahoo!
Mario and Sonic at the LA 2020 Olympic Games, you're going to say yippee.
Say
yeah.
wowie zowie.
Lovely. All right, Josh, questions off the bat.
So basically, this is just more Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games set in
But
LA,
cooler.
but cooler because it's got more emphasis on the dream.
Yeah. I think we
Shenanigans.
focus on the places people actually want us to focus on.
What are we doing character-wise? Because, like I said, that was a big problem with the others.
You asked. Everybody's
Two
back
of the
for
Deadly
one.
Six.
Okay.
Terrible.
Oh, Deadly Six, they're in there, even though you can bounce on their heads in the Lost World stage. But we've also got Talking Flower, right? He doesn't have legs. He's going to be hopping around. He's in there.
Is he
He's
doing
playable.
sporting events?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Is
Yeah,
he,
he's not
God, is
commentating.
he going to talk though? Like you're sprinting along at maximum speed. He's just there being literally like, "I'm running really fast," and then you're doing a great job, going along. Does anybody want
that's
that?
what he does. Well, it's going to make you want to defeat him, though, isn't it?
This is
if
true.
you're against them,
This is
true.
Good incentive. We've also got the Sprixie Princess. They're in there.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, we've
the
got
Egg Robos from Mania.
Yep. We got Sage from Frontiers. We've you won't believe who we've got. We've got people from the comics in there.
Yay!
We've got Honey the Cat from Sonic the Fighters. She's in there.
Don't know that one.
Nice.
And not only is Honey the Cat in there, but she is in Chunky 32-bit.
Oh,
Oh boy, we're
and-
keeping it right there.
And okay, a lot of people have costumes in this game. We've got Movie Mario,
Whoa.
Movie Luigi,
Does his voice change as
and,
well?
and Movie Sonic and Movie Shadow.
are we paying the
boy.
actors for that? Because that's going to be a hefty wage bill.
Oh, we're not paying the actors.
They are mutes.
Yeah, nice. Dodge that bullet. Well done. I want to know more about the story mode. So, okay, so as far as I understand it, we are sort of completing events to facilitate the story carrying on, right? So, like,
Yes.
I don't know, this bad Nick has done something over here. I need to triple jump up to stop him. But how does it all like
Exactly.
meld together? Is it like do a bit of playing and then you stop and do a sort of structured event, or is it kind of like a 3D open world game where it all kind of melds into one? How does that work?
I'm so glad you asked. Yeah, it's going to be 3D hub based, so we're going to have these little areas you can explore. Not quite open world, but little zones you can go in, and within them, there is a linear story that progresses, and people will. There's going to be like natural story elements that progress the course of the narrative, but throughout them, people will ask you for some reason to do a little Olympic event, and within the Olympic event is going to be something that relates to the story, whether it's getting an item through a long jump, or whether it's rescuing somebody on a raft. You've got a raft after them to catch up because they.
Yeah, that I'm on board with. Yeah. Like, okay, you have to go in a raft. But it's like you've got a long jump here. Why doesn't the character just go? I'll just walk over there and pick it up.
They're so Olympic heavy. That's all they can think about.
Right. So basically, the Olympics have driven them mad, and there's no logic to what they're doing. As long as
you can't achieve things without long jumping anymore.
I got to tell you, John, as well. I'm not sold on your that you're saying that the dream events are kind of like big and crazy and bold, because it does sound like you've basically just taken snowboarding and put it into like a city. Like what? Because the dream events, I think the thing that was strong about dream events is when they did something a bit like unexpected or did an unexpected twist on an event. So like, can we expect something? Can we expect the unexpected? I suppose is what I'm asking in these dream events that you've pitched. Give us some examples.
Oh yes, you can. Of course, indubitably, yes. So, for example, okay, bear with me here. So we're going to have shooting as a game, right? Like clay pigeon shooting.
Yep.
However, in this Dream Event version, it is going to be full-on first-person shooter. You're going to be playing...
I was about to say as a joke, is Charmy B going to pop up? But it sounds like Charmy B might actually pop up and get shot. I'm worried.
Yes.
Well, in the Dream Event version, you're basically playing Counter-Strike with Mario and Sonic characters. And it's instead of terrorist versus counter-terrorist, it's Mario versus Sonic.
Fair.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think kids will love it and not be traumatized.
They're not like bullet-loaded guns. Let's just get that out of the way.
Acorns, right?
Acorn. They're acorns. Of course, they're acorns. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, so you can play it. You can play the story mode, and then you play the multiplayer mode. Like, are we doing any other sort of side modes, party modes type deal?
I am so glad you asked, because I had this in mind but forgot to say. Yeah, we are. So we are going to have a little board game mode, all right, where we're going to go around this little board game of LA. So you're going to have all the landmarks of LA. You've got the Los Angeles Bridge. You've got the LA Stadium. You've got the LA shopping center. It's all there. All there.
The famous LA landmarks.
Yeah. And you're going to go around all these little spaces. So you're going to be rolling dice each. Basically a little rip-off of Mario Party, or Sonic Shuffle, if you will. Apart from instead of regular Mario Party minigames, we've just got little Olympic sports that you do. And you'll be getting rings rather than coins, so it's different.
What happens at the climax of the game? So when you free Bowser from the clutches of Robotnik, does he join you, or does he team up with Robotnik? Like, what's the denouement?
At the end, Bowser turns on Robotnik. He says, "Brah!" And Robotnik runs.
Oh, that's it. Right, okay, right. I thought that might be something a smidge more exciting, but just Robotnik. To be fair, pretty on brand for Robotnik and Bowser.
Yeah. He runs and he wins the 100-meter.
Does Bowser not do his Super Mario Sunshine voice, which I still love, like "Hey Junior," and actually has dialogue, which is still the funniest thing.
Like a six-pack of cigarettes.
He does, but that's what it sounds like. He's just like, what's it? Bowser Junior says something like, "Papa, is Peach really not my mama?" or something.
Yeah,
no,
like, I
no,
know, it's not really my mama.
Yeah. Maybe I did make him a bit more gravelly than he was. I can't quite remember. I have to replay that.
He says something like, "Junior,
Yeah,
I've got something to tell you about Princess Peach."
I know, she's not really my mama.
There we go, guys. I might have to layer the scene over the top of this beautiful voice acting that's emerging from the two of you. Nintendo, get on the phone. We can recast this right now.
True.
Okay, so we're basically saying it's like, a return to the Olympic Games format, but with a much heavier slant on dream events, sort of scattered about through iconic locations of Mario and Luigi, global scoring system, online playlists, so you're always matching up and you're sort of fighting for your team, and you've got a story mode in there as well, which is kind of hub world, where you then like sort of pop into an event and then pop out of an event and expand the story. And do you have control over all the characters during that? Like, do you get to play as a range of characters?
You're gonna unlock them, okay?
Nice.
All right. So you'll meet them over the course of the story. You'll start off with Mario and Sonic, but gradually you'll find Yoshi, you'll find the green Sprixie Princess. You're gonna find all of them.
All right. Okay. Josh, any final questions for John's pitch? It's pretty clear.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. Can't think of anything else.
So this is the thing. It sounds a bit basic, but you think about how they've done like 5 Olympic Games, and over this span, they've done cool things, but they've never done all the cool things in one game. So we're going to be doing that all at once, just focusing on what's fun. Yeah.
Focusing by including everything. That's
what focus is.
That's what it means. That's what we're doing.
Just doing all at once.
All right. All good. Okay. All right. Well, Josh, you are now the president of Nintendo, but we are still the board, and we still demand that you bring back the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic series. So please tell us, how do you plan to do it?
So, as the previous president stated, we have the Olympic license, and the 2028 Olympics, it's going to be in Los Angeles. But the problem is, no one wants to go to Los Angeles. Nobody wants to go to America. So
I like to go to LA. LA-based listeners. Josh doesn't speak for all of us.
And look, 2028 is too far away, right? What if we want to get an Olympic? What if, development takes a while now? If we're starting this now, we're just pitching this now. Do we really think we can get it out before the 2028 Olympics?
God, are you making this a 2032
title?
Don't
think so. No. We're gonna leave this open, and it's gonna come out when it's ready, because this is the return of Mario and Sonic, and we want it to be ready. Mm-hmm. And so, instead of looking forward, we're gonna look back. We're going to have Mario and Sonic at the ancient Olympic Games.
Oh, that is cool.
Yes.
We're going back to the very first one in Olympia. Back in the day. We're going to have sports like boxing, wrestling, horse racing, stade, dialysis, dolikos, tethripon, I can't even say that word.
You are definitely looking this up off a list. Aren't you?
I have written this list down, yes.
You have
I did not remember
context or knowledge of what
I know what these are. I do know what these are. Stade is just running. It's just the Greek word for running. And dolichos is just the Greek word for long running.
Right, okay. Brilliant. Okay, please continue. Please, go on.
Yes. So we're going to do all the sports from the ancient Olympic Games, which... comparatively to the modern day Olympics is a lot less, because it is essentially just various different forms of running, various different forms of horse racing, some in chariot, some without chariot, boxing, wrestling, and then the pentathlon, which is like discus, javelin, that sort of all those types of sports. So we're going to have a lot smaller amount of sports, but we're really going to emphasize we're going to really go more in depth with them.
Okay.
With the different sort of difficulty levels. Every single event is going to have a dream event equivalent that we're going to be doing. And one thing that we really think we should have is a story mode. But a lot of sports games, a lot of the good sports games now, it's not just having a sports... It's just not just having a story mode that tells a story with these characters. People want to feel like they're developing and that their characters are getting better. So... when you start the story mode, you'll pick which of the Mario and Sonic characters you want to do at the start. And then you are essentially their coach. You're training them up to win at the Olympics, at their chosen sport. And like at the start, everyone has flat stats. When you do party mode, multiplayer mode, that everyone will have specific stats. We still keep in the power, speed, technique stuff around, but for the story mode everyone has flat stats, and then you have to train characters in specific sports.
Nice.
Think of yourself like the guy from Henry that Danny DeVito played, from Hercules that Danny DeVito played.
That Disney epic Henry. Yes, the goat.
Yes.
What's he called? The little goat, Pan. It's just Pan, isn't it? I think
it's not. I think it's Pan. But I mean, he is basically Pan.
I think maybe they called him Pan for short in the film. But yes, the guy who trains heroes.
Yeah, you're basically that.
You're doing great, kid.
And, yeah. And then you got to train your chosen hero to win at the Olympics. And if you do like Sonic, right, and you pick all the racing ones, you're doing all the foot racing ones. Yeah, he gets really good at them, but he might be worse at the discus ones.
Right.
It's a balancing act. So you have to specialize in which sports you have that character achieve at, and then that allows you to go back and do the story mode again with a different character and train them up in like Mario in the pentathlon stuff, or Bowser in the boxing, and build them up in individual sports rather than have them all be good across the board.
Okay, all right, nice. John, any questions right off the bat from you?
How is it they go back to the original Olympics? Is there a story? Is there context for how they're here?
Have you played Sonic and the Secret Rings?
Yes,
Sonic and the Black Knight, yes. So in that game, other than
it's a storybook game.
It's a storybook game. Other than those games, Sonic is Sonic, but everyone else is like the storybook characters, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to do that sort of thing here. These aren't your modern day Sonic and Marios. These are ancient Sonic and Marios.
Cool. Nice.
From back in the day, Sonicus. Mariamus.
So everyone's dressed in like
everyone's dressed in
too.
Proper ancient Greek clothing. We won't go the full way. Traditionally, the Hoplitodromus was run naked. We can't do that. Well, the Sonic characters will basically be doing that anyway, but we can't get Mario doing that. So, but yes, these will be
Princess Peach running a marathon. I don't think Nintendo's going to pass it. I don't think the board are going to allow that.
No. So, but they will all be sort of Greekified up, because the sports games have also enjoyed doing that a lot. Like the Mario Tennis games, they all have their own original outfit. So we're just going to do that here. And if you want to unlock their traditional modern outfit, that's something you can unlock in the game by training them up within the story mode.
Oh yeah, would there be like a sort of Greek equivalent of Mario's outfit?
Yeah.
Right? So you'd have like a blue tunic and a red T-shirt. That's pretty cool.
Have you ever
see
played?
that drawn, actually.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Asterix and Obelix Extra Large 3? I think it is.
No, I know who Asterix and Obelix are, but I've not played the game. No.
So in that game, it might not be 3, maybe it's 2. That game is like a massive parody of video games. And in it, one of the enemies is an ancient Roman version of Mario with Flood.
I've not heard of this. Yeah.
Can you please post this in our chat immediately?
Yeah, sure. I'll post you the PC box. It's also got Sonic in it, Pac-Man, Lara Croft.
What?
Wild.
They're all on the front box.
Oh my god! How did they get?
Is this
away
real?
With this?
Yeah. It's great. It's on Switch as well. I have the Switch version.
Wild.
Incredible. All right, we will post this up on BlueSky.
Yeah. And they're all just enemies you fight throughout the game.
That's so funny. How do they
like
not
standard
get sued?
mobs?
That's incredible.
So
I think we can make them look better than this, though. Like,
yeah. Well, these are ancient Roman ones. We'll be doing ancient Greek.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be having Greek stylized versions of all of their outfits. And yeah, I mean that's basically it, right? It's a Mario and Sonic game. So we're gonna have all the stuff like online mode, so you'll be able to play online.
As the ancient Greeks did.
Yeah, as the ancient Greeks did. Similar to what John said, it's like the online is not just sport based because that's stupid.
Okay. If you're training up your characters, then like, will that have an impact on their performance online?
No. So the multiplayer stuff, and online especially, they all have specific stats for that.
Okay.
What you can do if you want is once you've beaten the campaign with a character, you can use that character in local multiplayer.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can swap between default stats or custom stats.
Now, just thinking about that, because I was thinking about how do you take your character round and round with you? Obviously, amiibos. Are we getting ancient Greek amiibos of these characters?
Oh, we've got it.
Yeah, we are indeed getting amiibos of the characters. Now, I don't think we're going to make them ancient Greek because we want these amiibos to go along. This is the quick way of unlocking their default modern day costumes. You tap the Amy amiibo, she gets her default modern day outfit. Will
George get his Charmy B amiibo?
Finally, it's all I've been asking for. Damn it, Josh! That's for one thing.
I'm afraid Charmy's not playable in this game.
Charmy's not here.
Everybody, I bet it's everybody but Charmy, isn't it? You're so mean, Josh.
No, there's no Sprixie Princess either.
Fine. What another disappointing entry. No, it sounds very good. So we've got Mario and Sonic and the whole gang, and I like that we're not constraining it to one Olympic Games. That's cool. Obviously, that's like the big crossover was Mario and Sonic, right? Are we going to see any like Greek myths? Like, is there going to be like a whole other team which are the myth team, and we're going to have a Minotaur and we're going to have a Centaur and all that kind of stuff? Or
so we're not going to have
room for that.
We're not going to have a myth team,
right?
But Hades is the main villain.
Ooh.
He's the you'll be going against him. No, actually, not Hades. Sorry, my apologies, Hades fans. Zeus is the main villain.
Zeus
he's the real one. He's the one. I mean, if any of them are going to be playing Olympic sports, it's going to be him. So Zeus is the one you're going to have to go up against in the end.
Good God!
And he's going to be an original design for Zeus. He's just called Zeus.
Contrary to what Disney say, Zeus isn't a good guy.
He wasn't fantastic. No, a lot of devious stuff that he got up to. Not a good guy.
Because once you win the Olympics, your champion will be crowned as the best, strongest person in all of ancient Greece. And Zeus,
when you say
get the laurel, and Zeus is going to be like, wait, no, we're not doing this. And he's going to come down, because remember, we're in Olympia. This is where it takes place.
Yeah.
So he's going to come down the mountain. He's like, we ain't having this.
When you say we defeat him, do you mean we just beat him in a few sports?
Yeah. You have to play him. You have to play him in all the sports. I mean, that includes wrestling and boxing.
So not
that's pretty
literally
intense.
slaying the gods as Mario.
No.
Doing boxing against
Just
Yeah.
with Toad.
punch out style. It takes up the whole screen. Incredible. All right, John. Any more questions?
This is actually a really good idea. I love the idea of going back to Greece.
Yeah.
What about dream events? Are we still doing just regular modern dream events, or are they themed around Greece as well?
So we're gonna do dream events based in the Mario and Sonic worlds, but we're gonna pick levels that are a bit more, I guess, ancient, like historyified. Like I mentioned, the storybook levels, right? So we will have the horse race through like Camelot or whatever it's called in Black and White era, and we're gonna have a level based on Fossil Falls from Super Mario Odyssey.
Cool.
With the T-Rex and everything. That's gonna be the running. You're running around, and at one point the T-Rex will chase you as you're running around.
Yeah.
And we're gonna lean back into that sort of era.
I don't think T-Rexes were around when the ancient Greeks were around. I mean, I'm not.
Well, these are dream events, so it's fine.
Oh, so that makes total sense.
Will there be any dream events based on Mario's Time Machine, the classic entertainment game?
Oh, yeah, that's where actually the boxing happens, and you punch him through different eras. Like if you get a proper right hook and you knock him like that, it goes through time. To the future.
That'd be so good. And then it's just like ancient Sonic meeting Sonic. Just be like, what the hell? What's going on? Now, we're taking on like the sort of traditional ancient Greek events. But what about kind of ancient Greek pastimes? You know, sort of like wine, feasting, concubines. Like, is there any of that going to sort of happen in this game? Are we going to see Mario with his paramour, or is that maybe too risque for a Mario and Sonic title?
Unfortunately, these were not Olympic sports.
I was thinking more the story training.
So you might see some toads in the background,
right?
Going and having a fun old time, but no.
Sorry.
Otherwise,
how much are we seeing in the background? What are we seeing?
When you do the trumpet sport, which was an Olympic sport back in Olympia.
Trumpet. Incredible.
Then you'll see, as you're playing the trumpet in a rhythm game, you'll see all these toads partying in the background with flickies. And they'll have wine and ambrosia, and it'll be a grand old time.
Like a background. I don't know what I've asked. I really regret what I've said.
This is your fault, George.
It is. It's massively my fault. Who's developing this? This is a great idea. Who's developing this game?
We'll get Sega to do it.
Yeah. All right, John. This is a very strong pitch. Any final questions for Josh's pitch?
No, that's it.
Solid. All right. Well, I will throw in my final third pitch as we are short on time. So, yes, even though we have retained the Olympic license, I'm going to say, screw you, Olympics, for taking away from us in the first place. And we are going to release Mario and Sonic and the Funtime events for the 5 Emerald Rings to make it legally distinct from the Olympics. So
Catchy.
We're going to catch on. We love long titles in Japanese games. They're going to love it. So the Chaos Emeralds, so there's like... Chaos Emeralds have had like loads of spin-offs and things in Sonic games before anyway. So like they've discovered the 5 Emerald Rings, and when Sonic touches them, it transports him to this event where there's some sort of god type character who's like, hey, you're here to compete, and look, we've got the Mario bunch too, blah, and he sort of vomits them up, and they're there as well. And I think what we've all said really is that our favourite thing really about the game are the dream events, the kind of reimagining of the event. So sort of unshackled from the traditional Olympic events. This is a game where it's all just mad events, maybe based on things from previous Mario and Sonic games. So, one of the events is the turnip pull, in which Toad is just the absolute king because you have a field of turnips which you have to dig up. But maybe at some point you pull up a turnip and there's a mole, and that triggers like a game where you have to just like batter the mole off so you can get back to doing turnips. Just mad, weird events, which are kind of more like Wario, where in feel they're kind of like trippy and quite quick. And I think, like you said, about sort of waiting for events to come undone. If you do it online, you just have a collection of 5 events, and it can be any of these 5 dream events. You can specify ones in groups with your friends, or if you play online, it's always like 5 random events. There's local multiplayer up to 8 players. Definitely, and like for the it's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, but not at the Olympic Games for the TikTok generation, where it's like rapid fire, quick games that you don't have to invest too much time.
So a window of another game in the corner.
Absolutely.
Multiple Olympic games going on.
Just playing 2 at the same time, like this. But the thing that we've never had that we've finally got now as well is that there's going to be a story mode. But guys, it's not just any story mode. Do you know what it is?
What?
It is a Mario and Sonic 2D side-scrolling game. The two of them are finally taking on a world together in a 2D side-scrolling platformer. How does that work, I hear you ask? They're crazy different speeds.
How does it work?
And
how does it work?
Work totally differently. I don't know. No, the worlds of like,
it doesn't. It breaks.
It doesn't. And the game got cancelled. No, there's big sloping trails of things that Sonic can bust through, and then if you play as Mario, you kind of explore and examine more. Basically, to like unlock the full true ending, which is collecting all the 5 rings and travelling back home as like triumphant heroes, you have to explore the world as both of them and complete the level with both of them, which is a very different experience. It's like when you played as Knuckles in Sonic 3. It's a completely different game to playing as Sonic in those games. So yes, we find a way to finally combine these two in a thrilling 2D platformer that offers a satisfying experience for both. As like a nice little bridge as well to gap the sort of 2D entries that we get for them now as well. So yeah, it's like it's its own thing. So again, it's not tethered to an Olympics. This can be its own game with its own weird, mad events, 8-player multiplayer, rapid fire games. And I think not really any traditional events is going to be events that are just fun and reimagined to be mad. There is a 100-meter sprint, but there's also pits in the track that you have to dodge. There's just always a twist to all the games to make them interesting and exciting. And that's it. That's my pitch. Mario and Sonic at the Fun Time events for the 5 Emerald Rings. Any questions?
So let me just get this straight then. So they're Olympic games, but every single one is like...
They're the Fun Time events.
Fun Time events, but every single one has like a sort of remix-style twist to it. I think
they just want to be... They don't need to be like real track and field games. I think they want to be... There wants to be something which keeps you more engaged than doing this, or of course in the Wii days, doing that for a sprint. Mm-hmm. It's just, some strange twist on the games that make them a bit more interesting.
Mm-hmm. See.
I want to ask a bit more about the platformer one.
Oh, don't do that. That's the part that I haven't gone through at all.
Yeah. So Sonic and Mario are quite distinct playing characters. Mario relies on power-ups. Sonic relies on rings. Can Sonic get power-ups? Can Mario get rings?
Sonic had power-ups. He had little televisions that he smashed.
Okay, but it's true. But if Sonic hits a block and a fire flower comes out, can he get firepower?
Mm-hmm.
It does for Sonic what his equivalent item would do in his game, right? So you've got the fireball in Sonic 3 where you jump and then you boost along. So I don't think it would give him like bloop, bloop, fireballs like Mario, because it kind of be useless for Sonic, right? But it does give him his fire shield and allows him to fly through the sky as a fireball. So yeah, they can access each other's power-ups. Mario can punch a television to get one of those out. And maybe we make new power-ups for the... Obviously, the games always have new power-ups when you have a 2D side-scroller for one of them. So, trying to think of a good Sonic one. Sonic's got like that electricity shield, right? So maybe that gives Mario like a sort of shock jump to send him up a bit higher. Things like that. So we can experiment. We can take power-ups from... existing power-ups to both of them, like throw new power-ups to the other one, and also invent some new ones for the game as well.
So they're running across the same levels then.
Yes, but they're kind of they're structured in such a way that there are kind of doors and blocks for each character, right? So like Sonic can't go here for some reason, or Mario can't go here for some reason. So it guides the player through them in that respect.
You're thinking like Sonic 3 level design. So like there's a Sonic route, there's a Knuckles route, and like while you're playing, it's not really it's not made obvious that there's blocks.
No, and it doesn't feel like you're missing out, right? Because you're wired to play it in such a way that it's like, okay, I'm going to explore up here. And guys, I didn't even mention the big thing about this is, of course, when you get the 5 emerald rings as Mario, you finally go Super Mario, and he gets like the blonde Super Saiyan hair, and floats like a god with fireballs. I mean, who doesn't finally want this?
Does his hat stay on or come off?
I think Nintendo would make us keep the hat on. Maybe it disintegrates and becomes like a headband with an M on it.
I was thinking like just the flap of his hat just goes up a bit like Sonic Spikes.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm going to steal that.
And the mustache his mustache goes up.
Yeah. Oh my god! He gets maybe he goes Super Saiyan 3 and like his moustache goes like one of those really long ones like this, like all the way down here. No, I think
Miyamoto's okayed all of this. Yeah, he's
absolutely fine with all of this. He doesn't care.
That's hilarious.
He's retired by this point. He's fine. No, the hair goes up, the flap goes up, and like obviously his like dungarees and shirt rip off, so just like rippling six pack and pecs.
Okay,
obviously we were all
always happens to Sonic, so why wouldn't it happen to Mario?
Naturally, this happens to Mario. Of course it does. He's gone Super Mario. Of course, his clothes disintegrate a bit. Of course, naturally. Yeah. I mean, it feels like we're out of questions.
I guess for me, I'm trying to think for the minute. Going back to the sports side of this.
Okay.
It's like at what difference is it between like the Olympic sports and like a Mario Party mini game?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I suppose the distinction is that like inherently, so whatever event we make, it does have to feel a bit. It has to be like sporty, right? There has to be like a sport element to it. So, I was saying that could you have like rolling on a ball on a platform? Could that be a sport? I guess it could. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Here's the deal breaker. So yeah, it's not the Olympics, but they do. All the dream events have to at least be based on an Olympic sport. So it doesn't matter how mad you go in terms of like what you cook up to make it slightly different. It has to at least be a recognisable Olympic sport underneath it, if that makes sense. You can have, you have fencing, but you have, like a fire flower sword or an electricity sword or something, like just mad stuff, which is just sort of bonkers and adds a new element to it. So yeah,
you're throwing rings instead of discus.
Exactly.
You get it, Josh. You get it.
Yeah, you understand.
Instead of throwing a hammer, you throw a toad. Everything just has to
not
make
a hammer.
sense in that world. Not a hammer, no, a literal toad. Go on, John.
I was going to say, I love earlier, Josh was saying how, like, no one wants to go to LA. And you're like, yeah, I do. And you took the first opportunity you took to disown LA. Like, we finally got the Olympic license back. I don't want LA.
I'm not disowning LA. I'm disowning the Olympic Committee for opting for NFTs for Mario and Sonic. I cannot forgive them for this transgression.
But we have the license, though.
We have the license.
We're just choosing not to use it.
We're going to use it to make Mario and Sonic NFTs.
Yeah, exactly. We'll make some NFTs. We'll take your sweet Olympics money, and then we'll make our own game that we can license forever. Thank you very much. And we'll just change the colour of one of the rings, and then bam, they can't sue us. It's all good. We're sorted. We're all
True.
done. Well, there you have it. 3 ways that you could bring back Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. But do you like John's takeover of the real Olympics? Mario and Sonic at the 2028 Olympic Games with so many dream events. No,
yeah,
with 50.
Just
50.
So many dream events.
So many dream No, 50 looks like the word so. It was 50. It was 50. Mario and Sonic at the 2028 Olympic Games with 50 dream events on offer, encompassing iconic Mario and Sonic locations throughout the history of games, online playlists, and a global scoring system for your team with a story mode to boot. This cooler entry in the series is developed by Sega. Or do you like Josh's Mario and Sonic at the ancient Olympic Games? Travel back to where it began, competing in the original Olympic sports and their dream equivalents, and coach your chosen character in story mode with ancestors of the stars we have come to know and love. Climaxing? that's climaxing when you have a try tea. Climaxing in a fight against Zeus. This is also developed by Sega. Or do you like George's Mario and Sonic at the fun time events for the 5 Emerald Rings? Unshackled from the constraints of the Olympic Games, this series really lets loose, focusing on the dream events and give them very strange slants. Multiplayer heavy, micro game based, and for the first time ever, a 2D Sonic and Mario platformer included. Or do you have a better idea yourself? Let us know in the comments below. While you're there, please do like and subscribe. It will help us to grow. You can find us all over on BlueSky. I'll put the links in the description. If you're listening on a podcast app, please rate, comment, and follow. And join us on our Patreon. Come and join us with our live episode on the 21st of February. We would love to see you there. There's also a link in the description for that too. John, Josh, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you. I can't wait to wear trousers again.
It's going to feel so good. How are you going to get to your house without trousers?
I've got a dressing gown on the floor, so I'm going to chuck that over me. I thought I couldn't wear a dressing gown on the show because people would think...
I want you to be comfortable,
think you're
John.
lazy.
Yeah.
Well, people in different time zones would get confused. Like, is it bedtime, they'll say, and then they won't know what to do anymore,
do you think
will they?
this stream's live? Do you realise that? Like, this is edited?
People, what do you mean? People always watch this in the evening, George.
Yeah.
This is true.
Set time every day.
Josh, I can't stop thinking about your Greek Mario. And so, like, if anybody is vaguely even a little bit good at art, for the love of God, please post us some Mario and Sonic Greek-style characters. Please.
I want to see Toad
Josh?
punching Zeus.
You want to see Zeus?
I want to see Toad giving Zeus a left hook.
Yeah.
Anybody, please make that happen. Toad giving Zeus a left hook. I would love to see that too. Thank you very much for being with us and listening today. But for now, that's game over. Goodbye.